Hey everyone, and I am so glad that you are here for today's video. It's so crazy because it's like the last video for 2021. This is really insane how the year has gone by so fast. But yo, like the very last video for 2021, like we have come a long way. I know I definitely have came a long way, but it's insane to think about, but here we are. So first things first, I just want to say thank you guys so much. You know, this is the last video, so as I'm ending it, I definitely want to say thank you so much who have been a part of this journey for this entire year. And even if you've been before then, I just want to say thank you. There was a lot of goals that I have, but you know, it doesn't even matter because eventually I will get there, and I'm not going to trip at all. I'm just going to acknowledge and be grateful for what I have now, because that's what's important, because it's all about what do you do with the now, not about where you want to be, but how you embrace now. And so I'm just thankful for all the subscribers, even the new ones who join aboard to be a part of my channel. And it's crazy, I've grown so much. So the beginning of this year I started with 128, and now I'm at 264. So I gained like 136 subscribers this year, which was great. And it's kind of crazy because what was it? I think it was last year I was doing some type of average type numbers of how much I can get, you know, each year with my anniversary of celebrating, of doing this consistently. So I started this back in May, and so it's crazy how I had the number actually for going on to 2 years was actually 248. That was like the average of how much subscribers I was, you know, hoping to get before my 2 year, but I'm at 264, so I went beyond that. So by May, I may have even more, we'll see. But it's just crazy how that has grown. I have grown with, I started with 187 watch hours, and right now I'm at 875 watch hours, so I'm almost at 1,000. So I'm really grateful that, you know, that I'm getting some hours, I'm getting some looks, which is great. So I just, like I said, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's on board, who's been watching my videos, who's been commenting on my videos. My #1 video is the Selena versus Selena series. I was hoping I could get to 4,000 really quickly before 2021, but if not, it's okay. You know, I'm almost there. I think I'm at 370. No, not 370. I'm at 390. I'm at 337. I'm at 3,937. So I'm almost at 4,000, which is great. So that's my #1 video, and my second one is Bring It On. So for a while it was Beat Street, and then it was Breakin'. Those were my top ones, but now it's Selena versus Selena. That's my #1. My second one is Bring It On, and then my third one is Beat Street. So it's just crazy how much I've grown ever since I started this whole YouTube channel. So I just definitely want to say thank you. Thank you on that. And I'm just grateful for all of that. I've learned a lot of lessons, and as you've seen along the way, I definitely have grown with my intro and with adding more things and a lot of changes. And that's because I switched to Adobe Premiere, so I was really excited to dabble my hands in that. So that was a lot of fun. There's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but at the end of the day, it's been great. I've been doing a lot of creative things. I had fun making lists. I had fun acting. I had fun doing eyeshadows, which I'm really excited to do more of next year. Like, there's been a lot of great, amazing things that I definitely can say has happened. It was some challenges, most definitely, but I'm really excited. I've accomplished a lot this year with my YouTube channel. I can't complain about it at all. I'm about to pick up doing some vlogging, but before I get into the other things I'm gonna do, I know eventually, I know this video is not only just talking about the different things that I've gone through for the entire year, because there has been a lot of like, there's been some like ups and downs, most definitely, with creating and figuring out and deciding if I wanted to keep going based off of how my channel wasn't really growing at the pace that I want to. But I decided regardless what happens, I'm just gonna keep going. But I know I would definitely want to do some reveals. So this video, I am going to reveal my number one video that was chosen. So I'm going to be very transparent, very transparent. So I do have a reveal. I know I was supposed to reveal it last week, but I didn't because, to be really transparent, I only had one person vote. And so I opened it up again to give more opportunity to really get people to really participate in choosing these intros, because I have put a lot of work into making these intros and doing these videos in general. But the intros took a lot because of all the changes and the remember the scenes and the different acting scripts, like all that stuff. So it took a little bit more. So I was hoping I could get more views and more people to participate in that. But for this reveal, it ended up being the same thing, one person voting. So, I mean, I'm grateful I was able to see, people were able to see my story to vote, just nobody voted. So that's just, I can't make people vote. I can't make people participate. I just put it out there and let the chips fall where they may. So there was only one person that voted. So I'm taking that person's vote in consideration besides my own. I went ahead and voted because I didn't get anybody voting. And then a day ago, someone did vote. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to cancel out mine, because if not, I was just going to reveal my favorite one since no one voted. So, so the number one video that was chosen for 2021 as the best intro was
what's this tonteria that I'm seeing on the street?
In the Heights. And I just want to thank you so much. The person who voted, I'm going to give a shout out. It's my mom. My mom voted, and I'm very, very grateful that I have. Nothing feels better than to have a parent who really cares and really supports you in what you do. And I don't know about if you have parents out there who support you, but I'm grateful I'm able to have parents that support me. And so to see that my mom was able to participate and she voted, it makes me feel good, because she sees what I do, and even if everyone may not see it, it's okay. Nothing feels better than it being family. So I'm grateful, Mom. Thank you so much. I'm publicly saying, because you know me, I am all about honoring my parents, because that's what the word says, honor your father and mother, that way you'll have long life. And so I'm all about honoring my parents. And so, Mom, I just want to say thank you so much for voting. So In the Heights took home the crown for 2021, and that was a lot of fun doing that intro. And that was actually the video, and I said it before in another video when I was describing each intro, I was really trying to figure out how to really play each character, because my hair at that time was in a protective style. And so for me to transition different characters with the hairstyle, and it's the same thing, you know, when I've been doing these intros, I've been switching up the wigs and everything. But this one was a little challenge, because I'm like, okay, how am I gonna play this one? How am I gonna make it look more like a guy? But it worked out. And so thank you so much. I'm really, really excited. That was fun. That was great. I love the movie. That was actually the movie that I wanted one day to be a part of when I first saw it in my college days. And it already happened, and it's all good. Maybe one day I was a part of it by doing it. So, but I'm very, very grateful for being able to interpret that whole Carnaval de Barrio scene, and it was a lot of fun. So that is the number one video, best intro for 2021. It took home the crown. Good job. I'm very, very excited. Thank you so much. So moving forward, there's a lot of changes going to be happening with my channel, so be on the lookout. So first things first is I may end up switching from once a week to actually a little bit more. So I know when I first started, I did twice a week. I did every Tuesday and every Thursday, but I may switch it up now. I may add more videos and may do it and may drop it a different day. I haven't decided how many per week. It all depends on my schedule, and also depend because I've been working even more because life happened. So sometimes you just gotta readjust yourself and just make it work. So I will be dropping more. So that's the first thing first, that I will be doing more going into next year. I also may go into some hair tutorials, some hair things, because low key, I'm a natural, and one thing that I absolutely love doing is I love creating my own DUIs. I love doing my own deep conditioners, my own shampoos, my own oils, my own shea butters, my own leave-in sprays. Like, I really love doing that, low key. And so I don't know, I'm thinking about doing some videos on that, because, you know, everyone's trying to learn and grow as a person who's trying to understand more about their hair. And because I got to a point of understanding my hair and how it works, I don't mind sharing it. Really? I got a message from my mom. See? It's like, I love her so much. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that. Also more eyeshadow tutorials. And I'm just gonna get more to things that I absolutely love, most definitely, and just share knowledge. So that's what I'm thinking about doing more into next year. So definitely be on the lookout for that. If you see changes, they'll be like, okay, T, what is going on? I also may change a little bit with these talking about movies too. I know I've been talking about a lot of dance movies and honoring dancers and choreographers, and when they see it, great. If not, it's out there, so I may switch to something else. So we'll see how that juggles moving down the future. One thing I do know is that, in my opinion, I feel like every movie has a lesson to it that we can all learn. And so that's why when I did the dance reviews, besides honoring the dancers and choreographers, there's always a lesson. And for me, sometimes when I have time on my hands and I want to relax, one thing I love doing is watching movies. And there's certain movies I like watching. I mean, I watch all types of movies, but if I feel like if I'm in a certain place and I just need something uplifting, or I need a message or something, there's certain type of movies that I go to and watch for comfort, and it just gives me that reminder. And so there is actually one I may start beginning next month, because I just recently watched it today. I'm like, yo, that is so deep. And it not only that, it just reminded me of where I am and who I am. So I'm very excited to talk about that. So, but it does have some dance in it, so I can give some credit to the choreographer. So either way, it's, for some reason, it's possibly gonna have it in there anyway, but I'm still gonna talk about it. So those are some things that I'm definitely doing some changes within my YouTube channel. So I'm really looking forward into doing that. So yeah, and if there are any suggestions, I know I asked that as part of my question for the polls, was which would you want to see going into next year. And based off of the response, especially my mom says more acting, so I'm definitely going to add more acting scenes, because I do enjoy acting, and you know, I just really enjoy doing it, and I love interpreting different characters. So I'm really excited, and I already have like a list of things that I want to act and do already, and I'm really excited. So I hope you're excited, because I'm excited, and I'm just really excited to get into those things. So be on the lookout for that. But this is the last video, ending the year. I'm just really grateful, and I'm learning to be grateful even in the little things. I know I have these expectations and these goals to do big things and great things, but sometimes it's all about where you are right now and getting there. It's the small things that matters, and that's just something that I'm most definitely learning. So that's why I'm grateful so much for the subscribers I have now, because I've always wanted to be monetized and have 1,000 and get a whole, like, I have this thing where it's like, even when I was doing these videos, I'm like, I've always had that type of mindset of wanting that, and you know, I still do, but if I don't, you know, I can't cry over spilled milk. I just have to keep going and pushing, and that's something that I'm learning myself. Like, no matter what, just be you, keep going, don't stop. If you get 2 or 3 or 1 person, that's a blessing, because it's better than not having it at all. And on top of that, God sees everything. So that's another thing, and that's also another thing I'm learning, especially going to 2022. Is as much as I have plans, God has a plan too. And so I'm definitely considering to stepping back a little bit and letting God do what he wants, because it's easy for me to try to execute my own, but I'm at this point where it's like, okay, God, what do you want me to do? And going forward with that. And so I'm just really, really looking forward to doing that, especially going to next year. And so I'm just really, really excited for what's to come. It's going to be great. I have no idea, so I'm just going with the flow, and hopefully you guys stick around to keep it going along the journey with me. If not, it's okay. You know, I realize I'm not going to be for everyone. Everyone's not going to like what I do. Some people will, some people won't, and I got to be okay with it. So whoever I impact, I impact. If I don't, I don't. But at the end of the day, I'm grateful. And I'm really excited for you going into next year. I have no idea what your goals are. I have no idea what you're striving to do mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. But I just want to encourage, as much as I'm encouraged myself, is just don't give up, keep going. And also, if you have, because I'm learning to set some realistic goals next year, and so I hope you all do the same thing. Like for me, my realistic goal is just being grateful, you know, taking a step at a time, embracing myself and who I am, and not worry about what other people say or don't say. So that for me is it's a simple goal, because it's like I don't want to go too crazy with goals like, oh my gosh, like I want to have a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that, because it's like, okay, yes, you can have that, but what if it doesn't? Are you going to be okay with it, or are you going to be like, ugh? So my realistic goal is just being confident in who I am, and knowing that my gift is not who I am. I am who I am based off of who I am. So don't know if that made a lot of sense, but it did to me. So yes, so I'm just very excited for what I'm doing, and I'm also excited for what you have doing. So I just want to say thank you once again for being on this journey, and I will definitely see all of you next year in 2022. I'm so happy because 2 is my favorite number, so I get 3 of them. Score! So I'm really excited. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, definitely hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button and the bell, and turn the notification on, because like I said before, I'm going to be adding more throughout the week. Don't know how many, but if you have your notification on, you will know. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. So without further ado, that is it. And you guys, do not forget, don't just make good choices, but also make wise ones. Okay? We're going to 2022, people. We have to make some wise choices. And don't start it in January, okay? Do it now. And let it carry you throughout the whole year. Okay? Okay.